That's the best version of How Do You Like Me Now I ever heard. Wow. You know, before I get into all this, what an honor it is to be here, I want to say, you know how entertainers and rock stars and hillbilly singers all come in with their entourage late and, you know, casually just ease in, and that's what it looked like we did tonight. But actually, in Norman tonight, I coached my son's Little League team, and we were playing to see who went to the Super Bowl of Norman School District. And I'm glad to say that after 5 stinking overtimes, the Roosevelt Mud Dogs are going to the Super Bowl, baby. And my son's in here somewhere, and he didn't get his tux on, so he's in his football pants. Stand up, Steeler. He's in his football pants back there. Anyway, it is a tremendous honor. This hit me by surprise. I thought that I'd be like 70 or something and be laying up here in Mercy Hospital, and y'all say, hey, we're going to induct you in the Oklahoma Hall of Fame. But it's a wonderful honor. I'm so honored to have the great ex-commandant and Supreme Allied Commander of Europe, General James Jones, 4-star, here with us tonight, taking time out of his schedule. I met him at the Pentagon in 2001, and I'd written this song called Courtesy of the Red, White, and Blue. And I was not going to record the song. I was just going to play it I knew there was going to be a lot of troops that were going to be deploying. And so when we were around them, I was going to play it as a morale lifter. And there was 2,000 Marines getting ready to ship to Afghanistan at Constitution Hall. I'd been to the Pentagon and met him. He brought me out on stage. I played 5 or 6 of my songs. And this out of the blue, with me and my acoustic, I laid it on him. And there was not a dry eye or an unclenched fist in the house. And he was so grateful that he came over and he said, the world has to hear this song. And I said, I don't think the world's ready for this song. And he goes, well, our soldiers and Marines are ready for it, so lay it on them. We recorded it, and you know, through all the controversy that it's caused, till you go out there and you sit in the trenches with those boys, you don't understand how important that song really was. It is way more than just booting your ass. It's way more. There's a big difference. People say I'm a political lightning rod. There's a huge difference between politics and being patriotic. And if you stand for patriotism, you're going to upset some people. You know, if you're anti-war, you're going to upset some people. You're just going to do it. But I was raised in the oil field, and I was taught to fight for everything I ever got in my life. I didn't get it easy. I had to play the bars till I was 29 years old. That's, you know, a long time ago for me, and a lot of dates, and I had to fight for everything I got. So when I see our soldiers going in, it doesn't matter. It's not up to me to decide. I'm a songwriter. It's not up to me to decide what the politics are in it. I just know that somebody's going in and doing their duty that our country's asked them to do, and so I support that every time. I got a lot of people here that I'm real grateful are here. It's my family and my music family. The great success that we've had is not just due to me. You know, the reason I wasn't here tonight is I was coaching that team down there. There are things more important to me than Toby Keith, and that's my family. Tricia, my wife, and Steelan, my son, and my daughter Crystal and Shelly. That's my family. And thank you guys for being here tonight. There's 2 people that aren't here. My mother's here. Thanks, Mom, for coming. My sister's here. My brother's in Florida. He couldn't be here. There's 2 people that I dearly wish were here tonight, and one would be my father, because he would be down at the coffee shop in the morning going, am I an Okie? Well, hell, the oldest boy of mine just got inducted into the Oklahoma Hall of Fame, you know. He bought me that Ford truck out there, you know. And my dear grandmother, who passed away about 5 months ago, who when I was 8 years old, she had a nightclub right on the Arkansas-Oklahoma line, and I would go stay with her in the summer while I was out of school, and she would bring me to this nightclub, and I wasn't old enough to sit out front. I was only, you know, 9, 10, 11 years old, and I would sit in the kitchen, and when they would fill the beer boxes up and take the bottles to be returned, I would go out and get them and bring them in the back, and I would watch through the window, and I would watch the band play, and they had horns, and they had saxophones, and they had trumpets and guitars and piano, brushes on the drums, and they would play everything from Benny Goodman to Bad Bad Leroy Brown to Margaritaville, and people would dance and eat a steak and shrimp, and supper clubs like that don't exist anymore, but I would watch that, and she bought me a guitar, and some of y'all will remember these old stores, Otasco. You remember that, Oklahoma Tire and Supply Company? She bought me like a $15 Otasco flat box guitar, right? And she goes, if you want to get up there, you've got to learn how to play this. And so that was the start to my songwriting. And got together in a garage band. We started making music. I didn't understand why we had to sing other people's songs, so I started writing my own songs. My band, we put this little garage band together, Easy Money. We started right down there in Moore. Hit the feed store, which was an old, listen, somebody laugh, you've been in there. You should be ashamed. That was a stinking dive, buddy. But it was like, we'll give you $35 to split up 5 ways and a beer. How about that? So anyway, we played down there on 27th Street, and I don't know if it burnt down or a tornado got it or something. But anyway, it developed and it developed and it developed, and we kept fighting, and we took it out on the road, and we had our dreams, and my dreams were always bigger than some of the other guys' dreams, and one by one, they fell off, and I kept striving, and I kept striving, and I kept striving. And, you know, I never moved to Nashville. I was told when I finally got my record deal, you got to move to Nashville where you can, and I wouldn't. I wouldn't be Nashville's poster boy, you know. I don't have to have the CMA award shows to do what I do every day. I've got a lot of things that are more important to me than going to somebody's award show out there and representing that side of it. I make music, and I'm a songwriter, and I have a family, and I have another life. And so Oklahoma has always been my roots. I've never been able to live anywhere else. Time I go somewhere else and I come back, it's home again to me. And there's a lot of irony in living where I live. I grew up kind of in the shadows of the Oklahoma Sooners football stadium and campus. And my first hit song ever that I wrote was Should Have Been a Cowboy, and it's Oklahoma State's theme song. So, where I was raised as a country boy and a farm boy, and I sold ag blue gold sausage and all those things, you know, when you're in agriculture class, it would have been easy for me to just be an Oklahoma State Cowboy. It really should have been. I mean, that's probably the direction that I would have went. But I grew up selling Cokes in that OU stadium, and it got in my blood, and I was a Sooner fan from that day forward. And everywhere I go, from Iraq to Japan to all the great 50 states here, everywhere I go, people know that I am a face of Oklahoma, and they make me know it from the crowd. I'll see signs held up. They may be Oklahoma State signs. They may be letting me know, hey, dog. You know? Or they'll hold the Oklahoma State flag up, the state of Oklahoma flag up. But they always, Germany, people know that I'm from here, and I would never, ever live anywhere else. I am a Oklahoma Sooner. All right?